Hi everybody, I'm Angelica. I am your host for this evening. I'm the social media editor here at Canadian Geographic, and I am so excited to get ready to play. We are going to go live in just a few minutes with 3 rounds of trivia. I'm going to put up the instructions and a little tip on how to play while I continue to deal with some spammers that we seem to have in our Facebook event. So I do apologize if you clicked on any of those links before you got here. I will be back shortly and we'll get ready to play. So there are those rules up there on that screen for you. All you need is a paper and a pen. You're going to keep track of your own answers. We do ask that you don't Google the answers, and please don't put the answers in the YouTube chat. We want to make sure that everybody is able to play and they can get the questions on their own without any help from people who are not on their team. But if you have a team, we want to know who you are and where you're from. So please tell us. Come up with a cool team name, tell us where you're tuning in from, and then as we go along, you can tell us your scores in the chat on the YouTube as we go. There's no prizes. We're just here to have a little bit of fun. We're going to go through 3 rounds. Looks like we've got people here from, let's see, Ottawa, Toronto. I know we have players from Windsor. Where else are people from here? Ingleside, that's great. Cicada, I'm really glad that you've been brushing up on your random satellite photos of obscure locations. That's going to be a little bit helpful here today. Mississauga, Stratford. Awesome. Well, it looks like we have people here from everywhere. We are so excited to play tonight. I just wanted to let you know that while you're here, we do ask that if you are having a lot of fun, click that thumbs up button below the chat on the YouTube. Or we are also accepting donations to be able to do all of the great programs that we do. And you can do that right in the YouTube, or there'll be instructions as we go as well. Let's get started. Here we go. Question number 1. The Kermode, or spirit bear, found in the Great Bear Rainforest in BC, is a rare white subspecies of what kind of bear? Question number 2. True or false? Bras-d'Or Lake is Nova Scotia's largest freshwater lake at 1,099 square kilometers. Question number 3. In which province does the Carolinian or eastern deciduous forest grow? Question number 4. The comfort maple in Fenwick, Ontario is believed to be the oldest in Canada at around 500 years old. What kind of maple tree is it? Question number 5. Where is Iceberg Alley? Question number 6. This long-necked, horse-headed sea serpent, reportedly spotted in Cadborough Bay, BC, has been previously documented as a carcass found in the stomach of a whale in 1937. Question number 7. What Ontario city has the world's only international underwater border crossing? Question number 8. Is British Columbia's highest point Mount Waddington or Fairweather Mountain? Question number 9. Which island is Canada's largest and the 5th largest in the world? Question number 10. This is our final question for the regular round. What New Brunswick city is the oldest incorporated city in Canada? Look fast, look fast! Threw a couple hints in there for you, so if you were paying attention and you didn't blink, you might have seen them. We're going to move on to our first speed round for the evening with a lovely theme of national parks. I am very lucky that I live very close to a national park, although it is not represented in this speed round. So for those of you in the chat who say I'm cheating, I'll remind you that I'm not actually playing. But you're going to only have 20 seconds to answer these questions. So you had 45 for the regular round, and we're going to go for 20 seconds for these questions coming up. There is 10 of them again. Here we go. Mount Logan, Canada's highest peak, is located in which Yukon National Park? Question number 2. Does Quebec's Saguenay Fjord in the Saguenay-St. Lawrence Marine Park hold the record as the Northern Hemisphere's southernmost or northernmost fjord? Question number 3. Which national park, spanning the Northwest Territories' Alberta border, is Canada's largest? Question number 4. What was the original name of Lake Louise, Banff National Park's most photographed lake? Question number 5. This popular and scenic National Historic Site at the confluence of the Red and Assiniboine rivers in Winnipeg has been a meeting place for more than 6,000 years. Question number 6. Sable Island National Park protects a small island 300 kilometers southeast of Halifax. It's home to a herd of what? And if you follow us on social media, specifically Instagram, you'll know this one if you played along in our stories this week. Question number 7. I'm honestly not going to try to say the name of this national park because I do not speak French and I don't think you want me to. So this place on the tip of the Gaspé Peninsula is home to North America's largest population of this bird species. Question number 8. In what year was the Rocky Mountains Park Act created, establishing what is now Banff National Park as Canada's first national park? Question number 9. In which Prairie National Park was the first dinosaur fossil in Canada found? Question number 10, our last question for the speed round and for round 1 overall. What is the name of Canada's newest national park located in the Northwest Territories? The answers, for those of you asking in the chat, are revealed in between rounds. All right, we'll be right back with the answers to round number 1. I'll give you a few extra seconds here to take a look at your answers and make sure they are what you want them to be. Spelling doesn't count, and that's only because I cannot see your answers. If I could actually grade your sheets, I would definitely count you on your spelling because that's who I am, but you're in luck. You're probably an easier marker than I am. Here are our answers for round number 1. Question number 1, the answer there was an American black bear. Question number 2, false, saline, not fresh water. Question number 3 there was Southern Ontario. Number 4, the sugar maple. I saw in the chat that a few of you have been there. I would love to go see it myself. Number 5, Labrador coast to Newfoundland's northeastern coast is the answer there. If you wrote some combination of the two, Labrador and Newfoundland, you're good there. Question number 6. This is what Sarah was asking about in the chat, that long-necked, creepy thing. The Cadborosaurus. Look up a picture of it, guys. It's honestly a very strange thing. The answer to question number 7 is Windsor, Ontario, where I am gladly speaking to you from this evening. That's right down here at the bottom of Ontario. Number 8, Fairweather Mountain was higher of the two. Number 9, Baffin Island. And number 10 was St. John. I want to see what you got. Tell me what you got. Some 8s, some 6s. Great job, guys. 9 out of 10 for Ryan Sharp. Wow. Some 7 out of 10. Alexander Pope, good job. Good job. Alexander Pope works for KNGO, so she's hoping to redeem herself. She did not score that great last week. All right, let's look at our answers for the speed round. The answer to number 1 was Kluane National Park. Number 2, the southernmost fjord. Number 3, Wood Buffalo National Park. Number 4, Emerald Lake. Number 5, the Forks. Number 6, Wild Horses. Number 7, Northern Gannets. Number 8, 1887. Number 9, Grasslands National Park, Saskatchewan. And number 10, Saguenay-St. Well, it looks like we know our national parks, so that's a good thing. We're getting some better scores in here. Also a scary face for Cicada Creative. Sorry, guys. I guess if you didn't score so well in this round, you know where your next vacation should be. And while I have you here, and before we move on to our next round, I just wanted to point out this right here below me, the Society Shop. We have all kinds of cool items up for sale. You'll see a nice jacket there and a toque, and if it's not toque season anymore where you are, that's okay. We have a baseball cap too and a couple different t-shirt options. I am eagerly awaiting the arrival of my baseball cap so that I can wear it as the days hopefully get sunnier, although it's been raining all week here in Windsor. But all you have to do is go to shop.canadiangeographic.ca and you can see everything that we have for sale and all of the prices there as well. So we're going to take a very short break and we'll get started with round number 2. Before we get started here with round number 2, I just wanted to say a great big thank you to Mike. Mike has made a donation to us in the chat. If you're in our YouTube chat, you'll see it there. Thank you so much, Mike, for donating That helps the RCGS, the Royal Canadian Geographical Society, put on all kinds of events, including this one, as well as our upcoming talks that we've got. So we have already had 2 virtual talks, but if you missed them, that's okay, because we've got another one coming. All you have to do is follow us on YouTube. Make sure you hit subscribe and you'll get notified when we go live. But if you want to mark it down on your calendar, photographer in residence Michelle Valberg will join us on May 28th at 7 p.m. and she'll show us her tips, her tricks, and share some of her favorite photos. So it'll all be live right here on the YouTube channel. And if you want to help keep us doing these kinds of events, we definitely appreciate donations like the one you see there in the chat from Mike. If you're not familiar with how to do that, you just click the $ below the chat window. So here we go with round number 2. Question number 1. What is Canada's national animal? This question is in here just for all of those who have been telling us that this trivia is way too hard. So I hope you get this one right. Round 2, question number 2. True or false? The Bay of Fundy's tides rise about 1 meter per hour. Round 2, question number 3. Puma, mountain lion, and panther are all names for what second largest wild cat found in the Americas? Round 2, question number 4. What feat of engineering in Ottawa is a UNESCO World Heritage Site? Round 2, question number 5. In the Harry Potter series, what species associated with the Canadian North is Hedwig? That's right, we somehow worked Harry Potter into our trivia. Round 2, question number 6. In the 1960s, which Great Lake was considered dead because of an overload of phosphorus from municipal waste? Round 2, question number 7. Limnology is the study of what kind of water? Round 2, question number 8. Which famous scientist came up with the concept for the electrical speech machine by watching current in the Grand River near Brantford, Ontario? Round 2, question number 9. Which Canadian astronaut serves as Canada's Minister of Transport? Round 2, question number 10. The last question for the regular round here. How many provinces lay entirely south of the 49th parallel? Quick sneak peek. Look fast. Look fast. This is how we're helping you along a little bit here. That's it. That's all you get. Now we're going to move on to our second speed round for the evening with a lovely theme of exploration. I'm not going to lie. This is a hard speed round. Do not get dejected. You can do it. I have faith in you. Question number 1 for our second speed round. In 1793, this explorer became the first European to cross the Rockies. Question number 2. Who was the first Canadian to summit Mount Everest? Question 3. The earliest explorers of the Americas came from present-day Asia over a land bridge across what is now what? Question 4. During his 1535 to 36 exploration, which famous explorer visited the Iroquois communities of Stadacona and Hochelaga? Question 5. Name the 15th century French explorer widely regarded as the founder of the city of Quebec. Question 6. What's the common name for the early Canadian runner of the woods depicted here? Question 7. Explorers Joliet and Franklin, again, I'm not French, first charted which river in 1685? Question number 8. Charles Camsell, founder and first president of the Canadian Geographical Society, surveyed which river watershed in 1905? Question number 9. What were the names of Sir John Franklin's 2 ships that he sailed to Canada's Arctic in search of the Northwest Passage in 1845? And question number 10. In 2018, Canadian divers recorded the deepest known cave in Canada and the continental United States. Which province is it in? Guess what, everybody? I have a surprise for you. If you played with us last week, you'll already know what the surprise is. But if you're new this week, we're offering you a 30% discount off of a year's subscription to Canadian Geographic magazine. All you have to do is go to cangeo.ca/subscribe and enter Quiz 30 in the promo code box. You'll get 30% off for a whole year of magazines delivered right to your door. Can't beat that, right? Here we go with the answers for the last round. That first question, I hope everybody got right. The beaver. Question number 2, the answer there is true. Question number 3, the cougar. Number 4, the Rideau Canal. Number 5, the snowy owl. Number 6, Lake Erie. No, that is not another host cheater question just because I live right here. Number 7, inland water. Number 8, Alexander Graham Bell. Number 9, Marc Garneau. And number 10, New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island, and Nova Scotia. And let's look at those speed round answers. This was a hard round. So we've got Alexander Mackenzie, Laurie Skreslet, the Bering Strait, Jacques Cartier, Samuel de Champlain. You can read number 6. St. Lawrence River for number 7, the Peel River for number 8, number 9, the name of those ships was Erebus and Terror, and number 10 was British Columbia. For the study of limnology, question number 7 there in the regular round number 2. Just so you know, inland water can be both fresh and saline. So no, fresh water is not correct. While I have you here, I just wanted to talk a little bit about our online classroom. In March, when schools closed and we all transitioned to these work from home environments, our team of CanGeo educators just didn't stop. In fact, they burst into overdrive, creating and launching our online classroom in just a few weeks. Each week, sometimes almost every day, a new activity, lesson plan, or resources is loaded into the online classroom. The best thing? It's completely free and super easy to use. This week in the online classroom, we're launching the Energy IQ Classroom in a Box. Packed with lesson plans, fact books, videos, quizzes, maps, and more, it's a one-stop digital download, and it's an essential resource for any educator or parent at home looking to improve their students' energy literacy. The Classroom in a Box will expand to include more content over the coming weeks, so keep an eye out for it. To help us keep creating easy-to-use content for kids, parents, and educators, please consider making a donation. You can e-transfer to donations@rcgs.org, or you can donate right in the chat in YouTube. Just click that little $sign below the chat window and follow the directions. Don't forget, we want to see your scores. Tell us who's on your team. I know there's got to be some kids out there playing, maybe some grandmas. We want to know who's in the house with us tonight. Tell us our scores, and we will give you a little shout out here because it's always fun to hear your name said out loud on the TV that you're watching, so feel free. All right, guys, time to get started with round number 3. This is where it all comes back. So for everyone who has not been doing that great, this is your chance at redemption. I have faith in you. Question number 1 for round number 3. Travel 1,000 miles by train, and you are a brute. Pedal 500 on a bicycle, and you remain basically a bourgeois. Paddle 100 in a canoe, and you are already a blank. Pierre Elliott Trudeau said that. Fill in those blanks for us. There's 3 blanks there to help you out. Question number 2 for round number 3. This astronaut was the first Canadian woman and neurologist in space. Question number 3. This capital city has more bars per capita than any other Canadian city. Question number 4. Which ocean current brings cold, dry air to the Atlantic coast of Canada, inflicting harsh winters on the Maritimes? Round 3, question number 5. What freshwater fish has the most northerly range and is an important part of the traditional Inuit diet? Round 3, question number 6. What major Canadian city is shown in this simulated RadarSat constellation image? I know some of you really liked those satellite pictures. This one is here just for you. So if you played with us last week and you loved it. Question number 7 for round number 3. The midpoint of the 7,821 kilometer St. John's to Victoria Trans-Canada Highway is in which province? I'll give you a bonus point if you can name the actual town. Round 3, question number 8. In what order do the provincial and territorial flags appear when flying next to the Canadian flag? Is it A, west to east, B, east to west, or C, by the year they entered Confederation? Question number 9. Coming down to the end here, guys. Permafrost is the term for ground that remains frozen at or below 0 Celsius for blank or more years. Question number 10. This marine mammal's heart alone weighs about half as much as a car. There's a quick hint for you. They go fast, but we're trying. Just trying something new. All right, speed round number 3. We're going to ask you to identify these places. Remember, these ones go a little bit faster. 20 seconds. They are up on the screen. Number 1, found in Quebec, this place comes from the Mi'kmaq word for land's end. Question 2. This province's earliest documented name was Abequit, from the Mi'kmaq word for cradled in the waves. Question 3. When French explorer Jacques Cartier first arrived here, he misunderstood the Huron-Iroquois word Canada to be the name of the entire landmass. So we're looking for where he arrived. Number 4. The original European name for this place, given in 1792, was Quadra. Number 5. This Quebec town was recognized in 2017 by Guinness World Records for being the only community in the world with 2 exclamation marks in its name. Number 6. The other option Queen Victoria had to choose from for this province was New Caledonia. Number 7. This body of water is the source of the Ottawa River and about 250 kilometers northwest of the river's mouth. Number 8. This place's name comes from the Mohawk word for trees standing in water. I've blurred that picture there a little bit for you because otherwise it was too easy. But if you look through the scribbles, you'll know where it is. Question number 9. In 2015, this Nunavut community reverted to its original Inuktitut place name, Naujat, which means nesting place for seagulls. And number 10. This place name is thought to be derived from the Cree word Missaskwatumenia. Those are all the questions. We will go over the answers in just a second. I just wanted to pop on here and tell you again that you have a couple things that you can do to help us out here at CanGeo. Number 1 is you can just click the thumbs up button below the video. Give us a like, save us to your favorite videos. You can come back and play again later and show all your friends what you knew or what you didn't know. And you can also donate to us to help us keep putting on programs like this. You can do that right in YouTube with the super chat feature. That's the $ below the chat window. Or you can send an e-transfer to donations@rcgs.org, and I will put that email address in the chat window for you if that's the way you'd prefer to do it. Thank you so much for playing with us tonight. We have had a ton of fun. We're going to go over the answers now for round number 3. All right, here we are. Round number 3. The blanks in that Pierre Elliott Trudeau quote were child of nature. Number 2 is, of course, Roberta Bondar. Number 3, St. John's. Number 4, Labrador. Number 5, the Arctic char. Number 6, Vancouver. Number 7, that midway point is Ontario, and that bonus point there for you is Batchewana Bay. Kudos for me if you got that, because I've never even heard of that place. Number 8, by the year the region entered Confederation, that was C, in case you didn't write down the full answer. Number 9, the answer there is 2, and number 10 is a blue whale. Oh, looks like we have some great scores coming in for this one, so that's fantastic. 7, 9, 8. Oh, a 10 out of 10. Congratulations, Patrick. Way to go. That's amazing. Aaron Kylie with a 7 out of 10. Good job, Kylie team. Some 5s, some 6s. It's all right, guys. If you're not scoring super high, all you need to do is subscribe to CanGeo. All the answers are in our magazines all the time. That's where we pull this information from. Plus, we have quiz special editions that go out on newsstands as soon as newsstands are a thing again. So make sure you subscribe to us. We'll throw that promo code in the chat for you one more time so that you have it. And all you have to do is go to cangeo.ca/subscribe, put that promo code in, and you will have a year's subscription at 30% off. That makes it less than $20 for the whole year. So take advantage of this promo code. It's a pretty good one. Here we go with our answers for the speed round. Gaspé was the first one there. Prince Edward Island. The St. Lawrence River. Vancouver Island. St. Louis de Ha-Ha. I'm moving there because it sounds like a fun town. British Columbia. Lac Capimichigama. Toronto. That was that one that I put all the scribbles on. Thought it would give it away. Repulse Bay. And that last one there was, of course, Saskatoon. Throw your scores in the chat there, guys. Add them all up for me. The whole thing was out of 61. I'd love to see what you got. Wow, huge back and forths here in the chat. Some 10s and some 4s. Great job, David Landry. Crushed that round. Oh, David Landry was our national champion last year for the Geo Challenge. That is coming up at the end of the month. You can find details about that soon on our website. We are very excited for our virtual rendition of it. Most of you passed, so that's good. 49 out of 61, Patrick, way to go. These are awesome scores, guys. I love seeing these. Before I let you go, I just wanted to say thank you so much for playing with us again tonight. Don't forget, if you want us to keep putting on great virtual events and then in-person events when we can go back in person, we really need your support in order to do that. So please click that super chat button if you're able and send a donation our way. It's used for all of our great educational programs and all of our great virtual events. Coming up on May 28th, we have a virtual talk with Michelle Valberg. On June 9th, we'll have Canadian Geographic Trivia Round 3. So you've got an extra week to brush up and make sure you read your next issue of the magazine. And then on June 25th, we have a virtual talk with the storm chaser volcano extraordinaire, George Karunas. So all of those you can find at cangeo.ca/events or on our Facebook page. We are so thankful to you for joining us this evening. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate being able to run these events from my home in my slippers. It's so much fun. And we'll see you at our next one. Thanks so much.